That's the kids. As I don't know if you saw this story last week or not, but among other things, McDonald's and their Happy Meals, and we've talked about the Happy Meals before. You know this, what is it, San Francisco, maybe even the state of California, have now somehow, some way, prevented McDonald's from putting the toy in the Happy Meals, because the toy then encouraged the parents of kids to get the Happy Meals. And the Happy Meals would come with the, the fried chicken McNuggets, or the fried hamburger, and the fried French fries, and the drink filled with sugar. Well, this just a few days ago, McDonald's said, look, they're going to add apples to all its Happy Meals as they launch this nutrition-focused mobile phone app as part of a broader health push. On our direct phone line now, a pediatrician who's affiliated with the Beaumont Health System and in private practice with the Beverly Hills Pediatrics as well. Colleen Bryzik is on our direct phone line now, and I know you're dealing with kids and parents each and every day, Doctor. What do you make? You think this is something that is going to change the way kids eat? Is this a major move to do that by McDonald's? And what was your reaction when you heard it?
Well, I definitely think that it is a move in the right direction, but by no means should parents think that a Happy Meal is now turning into a health food. And it's still very much the parents' responsibility to decide what would be a healthy food choice for their children.
What's interesting, and I don't know if you've seen the statistics, for Happy Meals, the U.S. customers can already choose between apples or fries. This has been going on for a year or two. And remember, I don't know, do you recall when McDonald's was offering the apple slices? It might have been a Granny Smith type apple, if I recall correctly, and some caramel dipping sauce. Remember? All right, so given the choice, right now, only about 11%, and this is what I think you're getting at, only about 11% of the customers have been ordering apples instead of the other foods in the Happy Meal. So what is that? That you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink?
Correct. Most children, when they do go to McDonald's, it is a treat for them. So a lot of them, when given that choice on their own, are going to pick the French fries over the apple slices. And even the apple slices from before with that caramel sauce really weren't a healthy option on their own anyways.
Well, and did you see also that McDonald's is now pledging to reduce sugars and reduce the saturated fats and the calories through what they're calling varied portion sizes and reformulating some of the foods and some other innovations, and they want to do that in the next, I think, 8 years or so. But it didn't really give details on that particular story. And it hasn't everybody or a lot of people, whether they're fast food restaurants or restaurants themselves, been reducing the amount of salt that is put in foods?
Right. It looks like their goal is to reduce the sodium content in most of their foods. I believe 2015 was what they said, which, again, I think they're moving in the right direction, but I don't think that they're quite there yet for people to think that McDonald's should be a regular food staple for their children.
All right, so you're a pediatrician. You see kids and parents each and every day. What kind of shape, Colleen Bryzik, do you think kids are in this day and age?
Unfortunately, childhood obesity is on the rise dramatically, to the point that children that are of average weight to their height ratio are considered very skinny, and parents actually come in concerned that their child is underweight when indeed their child is actually an average weight, and our perception of what a child should look like is beginning to get skewed because of the obesity epidemic, which is really sad.
Part of the obesity epidemic, as you call it, may very well be a result of cost-cutting at schools, the elimination or the reduction of time that kids are in physical education classes, and the phenomena known as the computer, the laptops, the cell phones, where kids, and you must talk to your patients about this, they just sit there and they're playing video games instead of being outside playing active kind of games.
Right, exactly, and the healthy diet is only part of the equation, just as you said. exercise, heart pumping activity is very, very important. And then reducing what I call screen time, which is your TV, your video games, and your computer. And actually, adolescents, their cell phone and their texting is becoming huge. But reducing that down for their screen time and increasing their heart pumping activity is just as important as a healthy diet.
So yeah, hopeful here with this McDonald's move to include not only apple slices in the Happy Meals, but reduce the number of French fries they're putting in the package that goes along with that.
Yes.
That's good news. And very quickly here, too, your take in a minute or less on the change from the food pyramid. Remember that food pyramid? It came out, I think, in 1992, and it was revised earlier this decade. They're coming out with a plate, because I guess we actually eat on plates and don't eat on pyramids, so maybe it's easier to understand. The plate symbol versus the pyramid. How have you reacted to that?
And it definitely is a more simple view, a little bit easier to understand what our plate should look like at every meal. And basically, it's a large diagram of a circle representing a plate. And on one half of the side is your fruits and vegetables portion, basically representing that at least half of your meal should be fruits and vegetables every day, which is really hard to do at this point. And then the other half of the plate is your grains and your proteins. And then there's a smaller circle off to the side representing almost like a glass, which is your dairy serving, which can be your skim milk as a drink choice or a yogurt. And the biggest thing is avoiding the sugary drinks, drinking water or the skim milk as your drink of choice, and also it's focusing on eating smaller portion size as well.
All right. Dr. Colleen Bryzik with the Beaumont Health System and has a private practice over there in Beverly Hills Pediatrics. Thanks for getting up with us this morning. Stay well, stay healthy, Colleen, and we appreciate the update on what McDonald's is about to do with their Happy Meals.
Okay, thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. 20 minutes after 7.